Hey everyone, this is Irene again. We're going to do a quick review on the Keyshia Cole. This is my story. So, following the Mary J. Blige films on Lifetime, which were based off of her songs, we get into the real life story of Keyshia Cole, R&B singer. The story was very moving, and there may be some spoilers ahead, so if you haven't seen it and you want to wait, please come back and take a listen when you're done watching. But I enjoyed the film. It was very much Lifetime. It had a lot of drama. It had a lot of trauma in it. It was a good watch, but it was kind of heartbreaking because this is someone's real life story. This is not just something put together for drama to watch, but a real true life story. She paid homage to her late mother, and part of the film was done, in homage to her and to recognize and remember her mother. So that's part of the reason why she wanted to share her story. And it was definitely a love story of motherly love between a mother and a daughter. Keyshia came from definitely a broken home, and I believe the woman in the film was her aunt. If anybody knows different, please let me know and correct me. You can email me at cbiztv@yahoo.com. That's cbiztv@yahoo.com. The people that she called her, person she called her dad, and I think the other person was her aunt. And she stayed with them off and on, but her aunt was giving her a lot of issues, and she had to end up leaving there. Her aunt also believed she was going to be a stereotype because her mother went out there in the streets, so she kind of put that on her as if she was going to do the same thing. She had multiple siblings, probably different fathers that they didn't know who each of their fathers were. The siblings weren't even really close connected because they were like in different families or just trying to get by on their own. And for all those who know Keyshia Cole and her life story, you guys probably know this, but I didn't know all the details of her life story. And I do remember when she had a reality show and a lot of those dark things came out. And just one of the points of this reality show, which we saw in the movie, was showing the family come back together and really be a family because they were all separated. Of course, the mom was on drugs and they didn't know who the fathers were, so she was on a quest trying to find her real father as well. It was so much drama, and just to see that this was someone's real life story that they went through was just amazing. And to see that she had went through all of that, and she didn't make the best choices in life, and she can admit that for herself. But I like the way that the film closed because she did mention and talk about, her last relationship wasn't going very well. She had 2 children. One she was married, one she wasn't. And she just went back to God saying, something's missing in her life. After everything she's been through, she was able to become a successful recording artist, basically on her own, pulled her own bootstraps up. And she did some amazing things, but her relationship with her mother was always broken. She always reached out to her mother, but she was never able to hold on to her. She had 2 beautiful sons, but something was still missing, and she said that's between her and God, and she has to figure that out. And I like the way that ended, and the way that she, we all have our own stories in life and our own struggles. But I feel like she really got to the point of the matter and figured out, at the end of the day, it's between her and God. Her life, her purpose, what she needs, and what she needs to figure out. Because a lot of times in life we strive for all these things, especially if you're coming from a broken place like her, and you think these things are going to give you happiness and joy. You think these people are going to be everything they need to be to you. Her husband ends up cheating on her. All of these things. And she did look to people a lot. And I'm sure on some level she looked to her career because she was able to actually be financially stable and make a lot of money and help her family at that. But still something was missing. So there's that part of the story as well. It definitely gives me the thoughts of Bible story, the prodigal son. Especially the way her mother continued to go in and out and in and out. She kept trying to rescue her, bring her back in. as well as herself just looking for things through fame, through people, and really realizing that she had to come back to God to really find her purpose. She needed to come back to her Father to really find happiness and joy in her life. So I just love how uplifting that was. I love the God connection in it. And I love how, we can all relate to just having struggles in life and drama. And definitely her being the underdog, being able to pull herself back up and do some amazing things in spite of her situation. So I really thought it was a great and awesome story. I love the music, that song, Love. I remember that growing up as a young person, and just I really like that song. I like her voice. She doesn't have the classic R&B diva voice. She has an edgy, scratchy, raspy sound to her voice, but you can really hear the emotion in the songs that she sings. You can really hear her heart, and you can kind of feel what she's going through. And she tells stories from her heart through song. So all of that culminating together made this really good Lifetime movie. It was definitely Lifetime for you. It did not go outside of the Lifetime parameters, but it hit home for me. I enjoyed it. It was good. So if that's something that you're into, if you want to see the drama, if you want to see a real life, true, inspiring story, you definitely will like to check this out. And if you were a Keyshia Cole fan growing up, you saw a reality show. She's probably around my same age anyway, but if you remember that, you'll definitely reminisce and have some good memories listening to some of the music, and as she shares like her hit song. And I'm very proud of her. I'm proud of these R&B ladies stepping up out of the regular zone, maybe a comfort zone, and just doing something that's completely out of the box. She played herself in the film, which was something that was out of the box for her, but she did a very good job as well. So definitely I have to give this film a thumbs up on all levels. I'll give it 4 stars out of 4. Why not? It was a great Lifetime movie. And if the production was a little bit higher, you could possibly see this in the theater. But it had Lifetime, it had TV movie production, but it was still good quality. So that's my take on the Keyshia Cole movie. This is my story. And if you guys saw it, if you have any comments or thoughts on it, if you want to correct me on any information, you guys can always email me, irene@cbiztv@yahoo.com. That's cbiztv@yahoo.com. Listen here anytime, cbiztvmedia.com. Stop into cbiztvmedia.com. See all the things we have going. And thank you for listening. God bless. We love you.